Just like set it into the universe.
Pretty awesome.
It was kind of sweet. It's the yak. It's just me and Nick just talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Kate was... I saw Kate. We sit next to each other. She got a phone call. She got the bite phone call.
Oh, no.
10th bite today.
No.
Yeah.
That's a fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
So what, does she have to unenroll her child from school?
This is her story, but I do think that she had to... They have a last resort for Kate's little baby boy. They have a last resort.
What do you mean?
They are moving him to a bigger kid's classroom. Hopefully the boys are...
More intimidating?
Intimidating that he won't want to feast.
He'll fight back? They're not bite-sized kids?
No, they're not bite-sized kids.
Damn, dude, that sucks so bad for her. Kate's kid bit a 10th?
10th bite happened just now.
She's on the phone?
Her kid's biting?
10th bite. He's out.
It was his last bite. He was on his last straw.
Beaver Jr.
Yeah.
My fucking
He'll be damned.
My neph's getting pushed around at the Marble Museum.
What?
He's at Marble or Marvel?
Marbles.
Oh.
There's a marble museum?
Jenna?
Oh, I think it's just called Marbles, but it's a museum for other things.
Before we get into that, today's episode presented by our favorite brand.
Yeah, we have just been fucking...
I was waiting for
brand,
you. I don't know why
Roback.
you were
Brandon is in a brand new Roback hoodie. Cool pattern. That's the one when we got to pick, that's the one you wanted. You said nobody else can get it.
Yep.
That's right. We love Roback. The best fit, the best feel, the quality, the comfort, the material, everything. Top notch. Fresh off the restock of the most comfortable performance joggers on this planet, you're not going to want to miss out. They're functional, versatile, comfortable. These joggers check off every single box. Think of a box, it's already checked. Roan, think of a box. Check.
Yeah.
Roback performance hoodies are quite possibly the softest hoodies you can own when paired with the performance joggers. We don't think it's possible to have a more comfortable combo. Roback's subtle dog logo and two-stripe ridge keeps popping up everywhere we go. We always make sure to give a little nod when we see somebody out there rocking the Roback. Just a little. You can see it from the front or the back if the hood's down. Awesome. So use code YAK, Y-A-K, at roback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. It's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all performance hoodies, joggers, and polos with code YAK. Get ready for the spring with Roback. We are.
Robiak. The Robiak.
Robiak.
So y'all were talking about Kate's baby biting just on the show?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Why, is that not good?
No,
We're airing out her dirty laundry.
That bites a lot of bites, though.
And bites a lot of bites.
And she had already...
more than the rules.
You could finish a Footlong sub in 10 bites.
I'll order one
Easy.
now. BMT?
What is exactly a Footlong meatball? I bet use 10 bites.
A meatball takes big bites.
How
though.
many meatballs is in it? 6?
No, I think it's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that might be more.
Yeah, you're right. I think.
No, I bet you it's 10.
No, I think it's like 16.
Wait, wouldn't it
Round of hoagies,
it'd be
please.
4 and 4, right?
Yeah, you think it's
Your bites are bigger than 1 inch?
No, you're talking about the amount of meatballs on a.
4 and
Yeah,
4,
it's 8.
but are you taking it down to 4 bites?
No,
No, it's going to be. I bet.
you're not eating one meatball per
between-
bite.
No,
13
right.
to
That's
15.
why I think it's 5 bites each, half of the sub.
13 to 15 bites.
A round of hoagies, please.
All right, I'm
I
ordering
think
right
it's
now.
14 to 16.
Because there's
You almost
always
said 15. I like what you
bites
did.
get smaller at the back end, right?
I mean, I don't know.
John Rich did a video with Fasoli. I'm not going to say the video, but John Rich told me that the topic of 9/11 came up, and Fasoli says he remembers it well. He would have been 1.
Yeah, he doesn't remember shit.
There's just no way.
He definitely remembers his time on the league as well. Kate, please. Today's your day.
Oh,
Sorry, Kate. How's your day? How's your morning going?
You know how
Look at
it's
you.
going.
So does everybody else.
Oh no, more biting.
I blabbed.
That's okay.
I can't keep my mouth shut like your boy.
It's quite the pickle.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
It is quite the pickle.
So what was the
man.
conversation?
So they're the real last ditch effort now. They're going to move him into another class. This will be his 3rd that they moved him. I think they're like, it's maybe he's bored and that's why. But I think it's because they're so tired of telling this set of parents that their kid has been bit that they just need fresh kids. You know what I'm
Fresh
saying?
meat.
So that it's less stressful telling the parents their kid has been bit. But they said this time they're moving him to the new classroom and like for real this time, this is like
He had to have
one
been
more bite.
salivating with all those new tastes.
Yeah. So that'll start next week. They're gonna transition him into a new classroom. I gotta find a new daycare. I'm on a waiting list at like 5 different daycares, but it's crazy out there.
Can't someone
Oh,
bump
really?
you to the front of the list? And also, were you just like
Why
hoping-
would they?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
now
have
that the
no
cat's
idea.
out of the bag.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And were you just like waiting, hoping that you could just get to like Chicago, like the Chicago date, and just be out of here? And just
Kind
like-
of. I was hoping because they say you look it up online, and it's like, well, your kid's either going through a phase, or he's a sociopath,
Yeah.
or he's doomed forever. Something's
It's a
wrong.
coin flip.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a sensory thing, like he likes the feeling, or it's spawned by anger?
I think it's normally at the end of the day when it happens, and because they give you
so
the
it's
full report,
always-
and it's when
yeah.
someone gets in his space. and
You
he
just got the call today that it happened.
They were telling me about so I guess he bit on Friday, but then when the snow, like they didn't hand me the sheet in the snow, but they were following up on a bite that occurred on Friday.
Biting arms, legs, faces.
He's gone for the face a couple times on people. I don't know.
How is he napping?
He naps like a dream. He naps great. He sleeps. I don't know.
So he not only bites, he then goes to sleep and sleeps easily with
He
a clean
sleeps
conscience.
easily, but no, I don't know, man. It's stressful. I read him this book, Teeth Are Not for Biting, all the time, and he loves it. He loves the book.
You just want to bring him here, put him in that chair.
So a bite wheel? See who here he would go for?
I mean, I would
Yeah.
usually get bit by a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be kind of a sweet release. When I was in 7th grade, I was in a choir, and we went to a singing competition in fucking Disney World, and it was 2 teams per bracket, and so you either came in first or second. And we were pretty psyched to be in the top 2.
I entered a state science fair. I've talked about this at West Liberty
You got
University.
second out of
I
one.
got second out of 1 because I didn't meet the point threshold. I was the only project in my category, and I got second. They called me on stage, and everybody clapped for me to get a silver medal, and then they just moved to the next category.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was so fucking embarrassing.
Why couldn't they just give you that gold?
I didn't meet the point threshold to move on to like a national fair.
What was your project?
I went to the mall twice, dressed as like a punk with like a mohawk up, and then I changed and went in like nicer clothes, and I would ask people the time, and I got nicer responses dressed nicely than as like a punk.
That's like a TikTok.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I didn't get enough
you're
fucking
ahead
points.
of your game. You're ahead of the times.
But that is not science at all.
Social science. It was,
Social
that's why I was the only one in the category.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like people were just like, "Wait, you can do that?" I made a fucking I made a bullet train.
Damn.
No,
Yeah,
I just went to the mall.
I'm trying to remember what science shit I did. Science fair projects.
I won
It was
every
nothing good.
school science fair. I blew ribbon. I came in first in every school science fair. But then when I went off to states,
Didn't hack it.
embarrassing.
Dang, dude. What were some of the things that were winning you science fairs?
My first ever science fair I did on Judaism.
What?
Yeah, it was. I went to a bat mitzvah that summer. My cousins,
It was a science fair.
and I was like, "This is crazy." So I did. My first science fair was on bat mitzvahs.
Mine was how
made-
fast does water boil?
That's science. I don't think I knew what science was, and neither did the judges. So I just kept winning
That's
and getting
theology.
bodied in states.
Just things they didn't understand.
Well, it was a Catholic school, and they were like, "What?" And the judge was like a priest, and he was just like, "Oh my god!"
They
I
got
made a little
curly
Torah.
sideburns?
Wait,
Yeah.
so you just had a presentation on like what is Judaism?
Yeah,
That was your science project?
yeah.
But did it fold in 3? Was it a
It was It was the big board,
trifold
Yeah.
pusher board?
and
That's
then
really all you needed.
And then I did one on the thickness of mattresses on Alcatraz.
What?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just thought it was like it was part of torture. It was torturous how thin they were.
Ah.
And then I did the one going to the mall, and then I did one where how music affected your mood, and
That's a pretty good one.
yeah. So I sent out CDs to people, and just they ranked how they felt afterwards.
Why do I remember that?
I sent you one.
Okay.
And the CD was 5 songs. Sugar Sugar was on there. That was everybody. That was everybody's favorite. No, not that one.
No?
Sugar Sugar, how'd you get so fly?
Yeah, that does boost. That's euphoric.
That ran away with it.
What the fuck?
What was the sad song on there?
It was all songs that were like charting at the time, I think. Man, I still have the CD lying around.
This sounds like you're doing like consumer research for like a big brand or
I
something.
didn't know what science was.
Yeah,
Well, we also did social studies ones that we switched every other year.
Yeah.
So it may have been that.
It may have been social studies.
I did something about smoking at restaurants. That was during the time when they were passing that law.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what social studies was. It was kind of like we didn't have history, but it was like history for us, kind of.
Yeah.
Same.
What's that? You're right.
But then 1 year social studies just flipped and became civics. Did you have a civics class?
Ninth grade for this
Yeah.
one is for us.
What is civics?
Social studies evolves into civics.
More studying actual government,
Communities were.
Civilization?
Yeah, communities.
yeah,
I don't know.
policies and stuff.
Mm,
I don't know.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, but I just got destroyed, demolished, obliterated in the state fairs, and like it was so demoralizing. People, Sean Rittner made a hoverboard at the state science fair.
A hoverboard?
Made a hoverboard.
Real one?
Holy shit.
Did it work?
It was like it inflated. It was more of a he stood on top of a balloon, but he swept every category.
Well, that's not a hoverboard.
But him like watching him like place this hoverboard on the ground while he was setting up, and I was like setting up my little tiny Torah. It was so.
I remember it was
demoralizing.
so stressful, those fairs.
My parents
Took
would
them
always
so
teach me.
seriously. We were so
Yeah.
academically competitive
Mm-hmm.
at our school.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I think
we
though.
trying to we get this end of the year plaque in 8th grade with all of your accomplishments, and everyone wants the biggest plaque.
Right, because if you get a small plaque, it'll just say you did general. You got a medal.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just got a medal for general service. But then the more things you got, like if you hit 3 things, you got a plaque.
You were trying to do everything. I was doing poetry
I
declamation.
did poetry declamation.
Yeah.
But if you got 4 things, you got a bigger plaque, and then like 6 things, a bigger one.
Oh yeah.
Was the science fair mandatory? Did everybody
Yes.
have to do it?
Yeah.
And they were like, you could get superior, excellent, great, good, fair, and then poor.
Poor. So you'd have a
Ooh.
ribbon on your board that said poor.
And like all of like we would all have our parents do it.
Yeah.
And we would get superiors, and then the kids from
Poor
broken
kids.
families were just getting fucking poors.
I would say
I remember Logan Seidler made the Italian flag out of pasta for his science fair. And dude, that poor ribbon was waving. it was his. He got poor for that, and that I think it was to tell his parents their socioeconomic.
I remember the color. It was white.
It was a white.
We got the
ribbon.
superior blues.
Blue.
Like fuck yeah.
Excellent
And
was
the
red,
kids-
good was yellow, and poor was white. They shouldn't make poor
Yeah.
ribbons.
Yeah. And these kids were like, they had like special needs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, do you think they ordered a proportionate amount of poor ribbons where they're like, we need to give these out? Like, we have
They gave out poor.
300 poor ribbons.
Do you remember the worst science fair? He was a kid. I
Yeah.
felt so
It was
bad.
what is goop?
What is goop?
It was a bowl of mush.
Was it Gwyneth
It
Paltrow?
looked like a bowl of gray mush. It was
just
like
gray mush, and
concrete
it-
mix.
And it was just he wrote it in pen and
oh yeah, it felt so
and
bad.
he didn't even have like the header for his board, so like he just wrote it on the board. Oh, what is goop?
Wait, was it the gooper? It's if you press on it, it's kind of hard.
No, he put like
no,
he
no.
put-
He did
You
it
might be
that
thinking
morning.
Gack
Yeah, because
You're
I
thinking
did
of
that.
gack or slime,
or putty.
Oh,
or even
goop.
he just did what is goop?
It was like baking soda and
Water.
chewed up fucking cereal.
I thought that it came. It was
That's
clicked on
fine.
artisanal Italian. I think it was like the
No, 'cause I
This
just
is
ate-
artisanal Italian.
I did too.
Oh.
What are we going to do? We're going to just.
just.
Are we trying to get to a number, or are we just naturally seeing what the number is?
I don't know. It's
Actually,
really up
yeah, give me a half, so then I can.
Okay. I'm just gonna talk.
This
the
is
whole
just
thing.
You can
a shit-
extrapolate.
This is just a meal.
Ready?
to. You could just extrapolate how much it would go over the
So he's just going to double his number.
double his number.
No, this is 20 bites.
Do you think it's 20 bites?
Yeah.
So okay, do I take that as a challenge and try to get it in 12?
10 bite.
Well, you said
10
you're
bite
you said you're 10 bites. So see if you can hit.
I was 13 to 15.
Go.
Wait, do you have to eat it, or can you take a bite, spit it out, take
No,
a bite?
wait,
spit
hold
it
on.
out?
You have to eat it.
I'm hungry.
What are we going to
I'm
do?
hungry too, bro.
Let's see how many.
we
I'm
should-
trying to
hungry
get the
too.
logistics of this.
We should all take bites.
You are
in
not
sync
you're not a
bites.
team player.
Yeah, just
In
relax.
sync
You're
bites.
just hungry.
In sync
We got to
bites.
figure it out. We got to figure out our
In-sync
plan.
Bites.
In-sync bites.
In-sync bites.
No, because
Count numbers.
You just took Kate's sandwich after saying you didn't want one.
Are we doing?
I'm looking at it.
Are we just doing research here, or are we doing it for competition? What are we doing?
research?
Research.
Don't try to take extra big bites.
that's impossible.
Right.
But I think it should be
Like normal.
toe the line. I think it should be like
okay.
normal bites, but like you can.
Boys, this is a science fair project. Trust me.
finishing a sandwich in under X amount of bites, or how many bites does it take to finish a Subway?
How many bites?
I think it's a no. I think it's a challenge.
Okay, no. If it's a challenge, that's
And it's not science.
What if one person's a baseline eats it normally?
Who's the baseline? Kyle? And
Kyle.
half sandwich?
Yeah, Kyle's based.
Kyle's ravenous right now, though. He's
Oh,
going to
go.
finish that in one bite.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, well, that
Oh, that's you see, he's ravenous.
Yeah,
Starving to death.
that kind of cheated there a little bit.
Okay, so you could do that in 8 bites probably, or 9, but I think it's 10.
That just half and 10?
Wait, this is the hypothesis stage.
2, 3. I think you could do it in 10.
I think he can do it in 7.
10 for half, so 20 bites per
Do it in
sandwich.
7. Are we eating? Because I'm also hungry.
I'm hungry as hell too. We're just waiting to
Really
see what this
good.
baseline is. Just let him finish his
Oh,
baseline.
no, that's not a
Wow,
baseline. That was a
huge.
gigantic bite.
No, it's not. I think it's with because there was no bread in that, or no meat in that. It was all
the
bread.
Okay, all right.
So that's 3 so far.
You need a
Then
drink or
6.
something to get it down? Need a drink? Okay.
But also, I wouldn't. You shouldn't take a bite that you never would take.
I don't want it to get stuck in your chest.
That's 3 so far.
Oh, that was a conservative bite.
Yeah, made up for the last one.
I'm going to throw off the numbers on this. I take small bites.
Little mouth Teej.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are your thoughts?
4,
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big bite.
Was it?
5, 6, 7. So we're looking at 14.
Kyle's eating like he's home alone.
That's
not
5.
on a
What are
date.
you doing?
So then 6 and 7 are left.
That's not 2 bites.
How much is it?
Yeah, that's 3 bites.
No,
No
way.
way. That's
2 bites?
too most.
That's 2 bites. So how many was that?
That was 6 right there.
Mhm.
So 14
7.
bites.
We got
14
7.
bites. Damn, a whole foot long though, in 14
Right,
bites.
so-
Doesn't seem...
What are we saying?
We thought a whole
Baseline.
foot long in 10. We're dumb. Okay, that's baseline. So now it's
I
becomes
said 13 to 15.
now it becomes challenge. Yeah, he did a 6-inch and okay.
I'd
7.
say anything, a whole one and anything less than 14 is impressive. And anything less than...
All right, so the goal, I'm going to set a goal of 12.
Of 12?
Yeah.
I'm going to do 11 then.
Fucking 10, I guess.
So I think I could have gotten 5.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Roan has got the entire thing in his mouth.
Okay. Yeah, I can get it in 10.
Yeah.
Might be able to
Okay.
get it in 8.
Yeah, it's possible to get it. If you're trying, it's possible to do it a lot easier.
Nice bite by...
Because it's not food, right?
That's their best sandwich. It has to be.
Yeah.
Subway footlong meatball is a fantastic sandwich.
It's head and shoulders above everything else they have on the menu, though.
Yeah.
BMT's good.
I don't like their meat.
No, because
Other
the
than
bacon is
meatballs.
bad.
Their bacon
Their meat-
sucks. Their chicken sucks.
Their meat is slimy.
Their veggie patty looks like the puke in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Brandon, I would have counted that as more than one bite. You said, hung, hung.
Oh yeah. Wait, you hung?
Not in Hong Kong.
You got to go, hung.
No.
You should push
I
it
was
all in.
adjusting in my mouth.
Guys, I'm going to get 6 bites.
I was adjusting in my mouth.
Hey.
This is one. That was one.
Tell you what I used to do. I used
I
to.
think you could do them.
You honk honked, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get a bed of pepperoni laid down on the sandwich.
Roan, is that only your second bite?
Pepperoni's damn good.
My roommate Stinky Tony would have a bag of pepperoni every night, and then he would bitch to me about heartburn.
Yeah, it's
See, this is a tough bite right here because there's no meatball to aim at.
No, because that means it could taper in. Slides right in.
That bite right there.
Am I right to say like teen boys go through a pepperoni phase? Like I remember my brother when he was a teenager just crushing pepperonis.
I don't know if
Like,
they ever grow out of that phase.
Yeah. I feel like pepperonis become
Last
big.
bite of the. Okay.
Is that your third bite?
This will be my third, yeah.
God damn. So am I about to hong down this entire thing as a third bite? There's a meatball and a half in this bitch.
I got a meatball and a quarter.
So what are you going to do?
Put it all in my mouth, I suppose.
All right.
Oh, he did. He did. Don't blow your cheeks out. Sheesh.
blow your cheeks out.
Just saying. It hurts.
You all right, Ron?
Ron's looking into another dimension.
I got my cheeks blown out at work today.
Wait, is that a saying?
No.
What is it? Where were you go? What does that mean?
Yeah, you ever give a raspberry too hard and you blow your cheeks out?
Oh,
No.
your cheeks.
And it hurts? You ever,
Wait, I'm thinking
Gillespie?
ass cheeks.
you ever blow too hard and you hurt your cheeks?
How hard do you
Huh.
blow?
What do you mean
Like into a trumpet. If you
raspberry?
you
Yeah.
ever go like, you know.
On like the
Oh,
like
on-
the tummy of a loved one.
Yeah.
I don't do
Or an enemy.
I guess I've never done that.
You giving a mean raspberry to somebody?
You pissed me off. Get over here.
Give me that belly.
Someone out there knows what I'm talking about.
My ears popped during that
You
bite.
guys are taking silly bites.
I know
That's a
it-
silly bite.
Yeah, I know.
bites.
Yeah, you're right.